Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy bonfire night, November the 5th. Stay safe out there. Right, that's your public announcement done by myself. We're just going to be kicking off any second now down at Home Park. Plymouth playing Portsmouth. Both teams desperate for points. The Dockyard Derby as it's known. And it's Plymouth getting us under, Portsmouth, getting us underway, kicking from left to right, playing in the normal blue tops. Plymouth playing in the green tops, white shorts, blue. Well, black. We'll call them black socks. Welcome everybody, Empire Maker. There's going to be fireworks at Anfield tonight. I'm scared to go outside. Man up, man. Man up. I've just had my bonfire. So I thought I'd take a little bit of footage for you. And an early corner there for Portsmouth down the right-hand side. Cross comes into the back post. It's cleared by Plymouth. Now, I don't know if that's smoke coming over the pitch at Home Park, which looks beautiful. Oh, early chance there. Early goal. I think it might be offside, though, for Portsmouth. It is. It's offside. You can relax if you're a Plymouth fan. It was a cross came in from the right-hand side into the penalty area. It went past everybody, and at the back post there is, at first, the Portsmouth scorer is onside. But as that ball's hit forward and it comes off the keeper, I think he might have been a little bit unlucky there. Either way, no VAR, it's been disallowed. So it remains, after 1 minute, Plymouth 0, Portsmouth 0. An early scare there, though, for Plymouth. Yeah, welcome everybody. I hope you've had a wonderful evening, letting off your fireworks. And I was just saying before that chance came, the smoke is drifting across the ground at Home Park. That could be from, you can hear a lot of fireworks going off in the distance, but often it's the sea mist that comes across. So we've also got for you tonight all the goals as they're going in from around Europe, from the Championship, and have we got any League One games going on? Don't think we have. Oh yeah, we've got 2 games in League One. Burton and Crawley, Stockport County and Wickham. Currently, 18 minutes gone. It's Burton 0, Crawley 0, Stockport County 0, Wickham Wanderers 2. So a good start there for Wickham Wanderers. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so before, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that is fantastic. Please feel free to use the live chat. Empire Maker's in there already. He's a regular. He always makes sure everybody has a warm welcome. And that's nothing to do with the fire in the background that's currently loading for some reason. Ranks is in. We need both teams to score in this in the Man City game, and Real Madrid to win. Well, I don't know what's going on there. Let's just have a little look. There we go. What's the matter with you? That should be on loop, no problem. Got to have a bonfire background, haven't you, on November the 5th? I was talking to Ranks earlier on today, and we were talking about tonight's football, and he was asking if we had any tips, and I said I hadn't really looked at the football. I did my Super 6 with Frankie James, so I read the matches out to her. She just straight away gave me the scores, and the one that stood out was Real Madrid 0, AC Milan 3, I think she went for. That's not a score, by the way, at the minute. They've not even kicked, well, they'll just be kicking off now. But Frankie James has gone for a 3-0 victory to AC Milan. Bold, I must say. Have a little Jack Russell. Henry, he's just come in. Most dogs are frightened of fireworks and what have you. He just runs around the garden and has a bark at him and chases his ball. So he's a hardy little Jack Russell. We'll go through these scores in a moment. There's just been another goal for Wickham. Stockport 0, Wickham 3. Richard Cohn on 18 minutes, giving the away side Well, that's a pretty commanding lead already. So let's just get this microphone over here a bit. Empire Maker says Liverpool will lose. Right. We've got all the animation. Oh, it's starting to do my head in this. Come on, what's wrong with you? All you've got to do is... All you've got to do is play. What's up with you? Well, there's been an early goal already. As you can see up here. I can't remember which game that was though, and I've not got my glasses on. Empire Maker says Liverpool will lose 2-1. Empire Maker says Sporting Lisbon will lose 3-0. Celtic will win 1-0. Real Madrid will win 3-1. Lille will lose 2-0. And Lydia Sins says Renks sent me here. Hello, Lydia. Don't let Renks lead you astray. Although I don't think he would for 1 minute. He's a good lad. He brings plenty of entertainment to the live chat, I've got to say. Lydia, I hope you're enjoying Bonfire Night. Peterborough 1. Crystal Palace under 21s 0. Abraham Ado on 49 minutes, giving Peterborough the lead. And that early goal has stood. It is Sporting 0, Manchester City 1. Phil Foden on 4 minutes, giving the blue side of Manchester an early lead. Lydia, have you got any tips for us tonight? Have you got a nailed-on bet that you think's going to come in? Maybe a Champions League tie that you're... My wife thinks AC Milan are going to win away at Real Madrid 3-0. I admire her optimism. And if that does come through on our Super 6, I can't see many people going for a 3-0 away win to AC Milan. Renks says, guess who that is? No, this is a dangerous game, Renks, this. Because I have an idea who Lydia is. Not that we've ever met. And I've got an idea that I know whereabouts in the UK she lives as well. Would I be right in thinking that I have that information? Lydia Sin says Sturm Graz winning 5-0 against Dortmund. Blimey. Blimey O'Reilly. Have you been talking to Frankie James, my wife? Ah, right. So, Lydia is... I'm going to say, are you a Forest fan or a Derby fan? Not too much distance between them two grounds, that's for sure. Eight minutes gone at Home Park, still Plymouth 0, Portsmouth 0. Portsmouth almost took the lead in the first minute, just slightly offside at the back post, putting a cross in, and side-footed into the net. Unfortunately, if you're a Portsmouth fan, just a yard offside. It always worries me when... Oh, I didn't want to move. I didn't really want to move that. It's sending me fire on the bonk. But if I don't move it, the animations won't... The animations won't update, and we don't want any of that. It's because I've only just uploaded it. Fingers crossed that'll do the trick. Otherwise it's going to be a long evening. quick shout out also, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. Cross comes in here for Portsmouth. Danger at the back post. Just a lucky header there. For just managed to glance it off the top of his head, did the Plymouth defender, taking it away from the Portsmouth forward. They're coming down the left-hand side now. And this is just starting to do my head in just a little bit. Maybe it's all gone white. It's not snowing, I can assure you. Although with the way the weather's been around Europe at the minute, it wouldn't surprise me. They keep seeding the clouds over in North Africa to get the rain, and then this is what you get. Lydia Sins says she's a Forest fan. Empire Maker says Bologna will draw. And Empire Maker says, why didn't you do a watch along for the El Clasico game? It was crazy. Couldn't, mate. I was it was on Saturday, wasn't it? Because I didn't do anything on Saturday. I had all my day took away from the home doing I've got to do it every 3 years, doing a first aid course, which was all right actually, not too bad at all. So as courses go, that was pretty good. So if you need any training and you're in the southwest area, I can thoroughly recommend TT training. Tracy Twist is my first aid trainer, and she is pretty damn good. Keeps it interesting. Lots of dummies to have a practice on as well. You always learn something new. Empire Maker says, yeah, Saturday night. Yeah, I didn't get in until late, mate. By the time we got there and then got back. Can't believe Barcelona won 4-0. I forgot to tell you something, mate, says Renks. My dentist fired me. Just going back to what Empire Maker said, so that 4-0, was this was the game, wasn't it, that we were talking about the other week when you were saying Real Madrid were going to break the record if they beat Barcelona? Is that the game for the most unbeaten games or something like that? Barcelona currently held the record, and if they'd have beat Barcelona in that game, Real Madrid would have took the record. I think I'm going off my own memory there, so I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what we said. And Renks, we were talking about his dentist, has fired him. It's serious. Empire Maker says, what naughty thing have you done? Renks says, I'll send you a screenshot how disrespectful he was to me. Empire Maker says, yeah, that was in Empire Maker saying, yeah, that was in respect of Real Madrid not taking the record of Barcelona because they got thumped 4-0. Plymouth are in here down the left-hand side, crossed into the penalty area, header goes wide, wouldn't have counted, offside. Linesman's got his flag up through the smoke. It looks like Wisła Krakow have been playing when the smoke drifts across the pitch. Rank says, I asked for an appointment, nothing else. Mate, these dentists, I haven't got a lot of love from. That's why I go to Poland to mine, it's worth it. Tell you what I did buy, and it came yesterday. One of them jets that you use. It's like a big, it's got like a little spout on the end of it, and you put it in your mouth and it does cleans all between your teeth and that, so you come out with it does all your gums and gets all the cack out between your teeth, so it's like you've been the hygienist every day. £21 it was off Amazon. Good investment. No, they're not cheap, but it don't have to leave your mouth feeling clean. Renk says, I have that too. They are good, aren't they, mate? Definitely. I've never used them before. I've always used... tell you something else I don't use either. I don't use floss. I always get a big roll of cotton. Portsmouth are in here down the right-hand side into the penalty area. It's pulled across the 6-yard box. Cleared by Plymouth. Danger's not gone, though. Grimshaw punches it away. And now the danger has gone. Both teams look like they could score here. Renk says, I have one from Oral-B. Floss I don't like. I think it's a waste of money. Get a big roll of cotton. We've got a goal down here and I can't see which game that was. We've had a goal in the EFL trophy. Swindon won, Tottenham under-21s won. Daniel Butterworth on 54 minutes. Empire Meg says, Jimmy, you seem to hate anything modern. I do, mate. I'm old-fashioned, I think. Getting old before my time. I'm 53 now. What am I going to be like when I'm 60? Frank says, not a good goal. Oh, mate. Oh, Frankie James, where is she? She's out the back. She's at the other end of the building, actually. I'll keep quiet on this one, or she'll be crowing about it. It is Real Madrid 0, AC Milan 1. Malik Thiaw on 12 minutes, giving AC Milan the lead. Peterborough have doubled their lead against Crystal Palace under-21s. It is now 2-0. Kyan Hayes on 59 minutes, doubling Peterborough's lead. Empire Make says, my 1-3 prediction for Real Madrid v AC Milan will be correct. You sound confident, mate. You sound confident. And why wouldn't you be? There's every chance that scoreline could come off. There's been another goal in the Championship. And it is QPR 0, Middlesbrough 1. Can't tell you the goal scorer at the minute because it's not come through on Gillette Sport. But it has come through on Flashscore. Hopefully it doesn't get disallowed if you're a Middlesbrough fan. Sheffield Wednesday are also beating Norwich by 1-0, by the way. Empire Maker says, I was saying from the start, Real Madrid will flop. Well, I wonder how Saturday will have hit them. It is indeed QPR 0, Middlesbrough 1. Riley McGee on 31 minutes, giving the away side the lead there. So, Lydia, are you still there? What's your game of choice? And Renk says, I'm used to Madrid conceding a goal and then destroying the game. Yeah, they did that. The last game they played in the Champions League, they did the same, didn't they? I can't remember who it was against. Was it Dortmund or Bayern Munich? I can't remember who it. I think it was Dortmund, wasn't it? They went 1-0 down or something like that and ended up battering them when Vinicius Jr. scored a hat-trick. Renk says she was just kidding. She doesn't watch football. I was telling her what to say. Oh, you were indeed, were you, mate? What I'm asking her is, what's her game of choice, as in Xbox or PC or whatever? Is it more like Dungeons and Dragons, or is that old-fashioned now? When I was a kid, it used to be The Hobbit you used to play on a Spectrum, a ZX Spectrum. I used to love that when I got one when I was at primary school just. I think I was 11 years old when that came out. And I got it for a Christmas present, right? And there was it's the one that had the rubber keys. And there was an issue with the unit. So we took it back. And they then said, oh, well, we've got the upgraded one now that comes with a proper keyboard as opposed to them little rubber keys. Brilliant it was. You can still get some of the games now if you go online. What was the one I used to like? I used to like Manic Miner and Night Lower. And then The Hobbit we used to like. It used to take weeks to play that. Renk says, I've just got to go back. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I was saying what, and yes, against Dortmund, yeah. Oh well, she's getting her food now. Good girl, that's what I like to hear. I'll tell her to respond when she's back. No problem, mate. No problem. Empire Maker says Real Madrid made a super team, modernised the Bernabeu, and set up a T4, and they still lost. T4. It's not computing. What's a T4? Peterborough 2, Crystal Palace under 21s 1. Zach Marsh on 62 minutes, getting Palace possibly back in that game. And 2 goals in the Championship. It's now QPR 0, Middlesbrough 2, and Sheffield Wednesday 2, Norwich 0. Both got 36 minutes gone in them games. I'll tell you the goal scorers in a second. Earlier on tonight in the Champions League, there was 2 games that had been completed. PSV 4, Girona 0. Girona having a player sent off there. And Slovan Bratislava 1, Zagreb 4. Ah, yeah, a T4 is a big display. Fans set up to support their team. Rank says, I'm freezing cold, mate. Warm yourself up near the fire. Get a bit closer to your screen. Slow 1, Bath 0. Empire Maker keeping us up to date there. And there's been another goal. It is Bologna 0, Monaco 1. 20 minutes gone there. It was Tommy Conway on 35 minutes doubling Middlesbrough's lead, and Dominic Iorfa on 34 minutes doubling Sheffield Wednesday's lead against Norwich 2-0. Empire Maker said, I ordered a pizza 30 minutes ago and it still hasn't arrived. What are you getting a takeaway one for, mate? I thought you were into your Iceland pizzas. Yeah, the blanket's out, says Empire Maker. I'm absolutely boiling in here. Actually, I've got a coal fire in today instead of wood. Shot comes in from Plymouth there, about 25 yards out, straight at the keeper though. No danger there. It was from Morgan Whittaker. Trying to get something going with his left foot, but didn't bother the keeper at all. And I had a shot that I put out. It was a clip from when I was talking about Brian Cox when he was on about his time travelling and all that. Portsmouth in down the left-hand side. Awful cross over hit. It's gone right on the other side of the field. It'll be a throw into Plymouth. It was, yeah, we were on about time travelling. And where he said, oh, if you travel for 2 hours at the speed of light, by the time you come back to Earth, 40,000 years will have elapsed or something like that, not 2 hours. And I was saying on the night, that's a load of bollocks, I don't understand it. And for me, travelling for 2 hours, whether you're travelling at the speed of light or you're travelling at 200 miles an hour, you're still travelling for 2 hours. But you tried, like I said, I'd like to see he's working out. So I did a short, and YouTube took it down. They said they did it to protect my account and protect my copyrights on it. It's like, well, I didn't want it taken down. But it's because I mentioned his name, I think. So I redid a short without his name, and it's been and left it up. You can't say anything about anyone in the establishment without YouTube taking stuff down. They're a nightmare at times. They said they did it to protect my I can't remember what they said on the email. To protect my content from others using it. It's like, well, I'm not bothered. Anyone can use it. Penalty Real Madrid, come on. Oh, this could be Frankie James. Super 6 would be down. Ranks is praying this goes in. You can have a look at it down the bottom here. So it was showing Bologna 0, Monaco 1. Skorupski, a 19-minute own goal. But it's now been a score correction. And it's Bologna 0, Monaco 0. Oh, Frankie will be disappointed. 1-1. There's been a goal in Scotland as well. Celtic 0, RB Leipzig 1. Can't tell you the goal scorer, but it will come through in a minute, I'm pretty sure. Portsmouth were almost in then. I think the referee's assistant had his flag up though. It was just a ball over the top, a little bit too much on it. And it was a frustrating night last night, that is for sure. Wisła Krakow playing at home. They played Chicha, who were third from bottom. It was a 0-0 draw. And look, I've got to be honest, as much as I love Wisła, they were lucky to get a point, the home team. And how on earth Chicha are in the bottom three? I don't know what the stadium's like, but it's almost like they came to Wisła where there's normally 25,000, and it's like it energised them. From the very first whistle to the last whistle, they were the fastest. Empire Make says it. Empire Make says, come on Milan. Forza Milano. Urenk says, Lydia is my mummy. Only when you're being spanked for being a naughty boy, no doubt. And Empire Make says, my pizza has arrived. You can't just say a pizza, you've got to give us the topping as well. Vinicius Jr. on 23 minutes it was, with a penalty for Real Madrid. And that goal has stood in Scotland. Celtic 0, RB Leipzig 1. Christoph Baumgartner on 23 minutes, giving the German team the lead. And oh my word, there's a ball fizzed across from the right hand side there for Portsmouth. It went right across the 6-yard box, and there was two in fact, I don't know who it was for Portsmouth, the back post made a right hash of that, because it went through his legs and he had the goal beckoning. That's a real let off that for Plymouth Argyle again. Could easily be 2-0 for Portsmouth. Both of the teams are struggling, aren't they? Right at the bottom of the league. Good crowd, as you would expect. Normally gets a little bit nasty, this one as well. Like I said, it's the Dockyard Derby, Portsmouth and Plymouth. Ranks, you know the deal. I know the deal, mate. I know the deal. I have drunk from the cup. And I still do whenever I get a chance, and my back's not too bad. Empire Make says, my Hawaiian pizza has arrived. That's got pineapple on it, hasn't it? I can't eat pineapple. For some reason, it splits the inside of my mouth open. And it must be a genetic thing, because it does to my sister as well. She's 57, so it's not something we're going to grow out of. Ranks, enjoy Empire Maker. Thank you. I'm never going to Naples. We've had a goal down here. I can't see who it is. So we'll have a look who's just scored. It is for Lille, 28 minutes. Lille have taken the lead against Juventus. Goal scorer to follow. Wayne Rooney, he's looking a little bit more like he's got a few more grey hairs in his beard. Just to say as well, don't forget, it's Movember. I hope everyone had a shave and then get them moustaches grown. I don't mind a moustache, but it's got to be like a 1980s moustache. You know, from here, but right down right down, not just above the top lip, so it looks like a slug. Empire Make said, I said Lille will win. Well, Jonathan David on 27 minutes has put Lille 1-0 to the good against Juventus. It's also Northampton 2, Leicester under 21s 0. Neo Dobson on 70 minutes, doubling Northampton's lead. Plymouth were trying to get in right down the middle there, but that ball's cut out by Portsmouth. Plymouth in possession on the halfway line. Empire Maker says Worthing 1, Averley 0. Argyle in down the left-hand side in the penalty area. Taken out towards a wing though. Little ball inside to Mwamba. Takes a touch but can only put it out behind for a goal kick to Portsmouth. Nearly 31 minutes gone, still 0-0. It was Giabi with a little pass inside to Mwamba. Just stretching and got a heavy touch. Did the defending for Portsmouth. Empire Make said Tranmere should have done that to Leicester first team. It was never going to happen, mate. It was one of them nights. Currently, Oxford United 0, Hull 0. Hull just had a great chance there against Oxford. Two Hull players near the penalty spot. Both went for an overhead kick for the same ball. Needless to say, it didn't end well. It's now Swindon 2, Tranmere. Swindon 2, Tottenham under 21s 1. Sean McGurk on 73 minutes getting Swindon back in the lead there. Half time, Burton 0, Crawley 0. Yeah, this were last night. Not a good performance. So how on earth, if you fancy a little flutter, there's no way that Churchill are going to go down. I'll be absolutely amazed. In fact, they've moved with that point. They moved out of the bottom three last night. But yeah, this worked. They were lucky to get a 0-0 there, and they'd be playing well. Empire Maker says there were 11,000 fans in the King Power Stadium. Embarrassing. Times are getting hard, mate, with money, aren't they? People are going to start feeling the pinch real soon. And you can see attendances coming down. They're either going to have to start dropping the prices or doing deals or something. When you think, if you go and watch a football match now, it's the best part of 60 quid, isn't it? By the time you get there, park up, pay for your ticket, you normally have something to eat or a pie in a pint or a pie in a coffee. It's not a cheap day out. Ooh, that's going to be a free kick, possibly a yellow card. Giabi it was, yeah, it is going to be a yellow card. He stretched for a ball there and slid right through the Portsmouth player. Not intentional, but certainly worthy of a definitely worthy of a yellow card there. Empire Maker says Newcastle filled the entire away stand at Tranmere. You love that match, don't you? That's one of your favourite games that Tranmere have played. It must have obviously stuck with you, mate, and been a great atmosphere. Good to hear. Empire Maker says go to your local team. Totally agree with you, mate. Totally agree. Getting out to and watch anybody's difficult with work, but certainly wouldn't mind. Or hopefully, once we get more subscribers, I'll be able to go out on the road and maybe film Bovey Tracy or something like that, and get down to Newton Abbot All Whites rugby as well. Get some live footage done. Corner comes in there for Portsmouth from the left. It's floated to the edge of the box. Nothing comes of it though, and it's been cleared over on this right-hand side. It'll be a throw into Portsmouth. Pitch at home park looks immaculate. Empire Maker says Tranmere got the opener in that match. If what would you might not remember now. Can you remember what the total attendance was? Chance here for Portsmouth to the byline, pulled back to the 6-yard box. It hits a Plymouth player and stays in play. Now they get it clear and they're looking to come away down the right-hand side with Morgan Whittaker. He gets crowded out though, and it's gone out for a throw into Portsmouth down that left-hand side. There's a Portsmouth player down in the 6-yard box there as well, clutching his knee. It is currently Cheltenham 1, Reading 0. Tom Pett on 78 minutes giving Cheltenham the lead. And it's half-time. Stockport 0, Wycombe 3. That's a good first half for Wycombe. Championship, Bristol City 0, Sheffield United 0. That's half-time. And Celtic up in Scotland are back on level terms. Celtic 1, RB Leipzig 1. Goal scorer to follow. Hopefully VAR don't get involved. Unless you're a Leipzig fan, in which case you'll be praying for VAR to intervene. Empire Maker says non-league attendances have been going up recently. Yeah, it's good to hear as well, mate. I know there was a guy, I'm going to guess, I think it was a Wolves fan? I saw it on the internet somewhere, and he was saying they put the prices up, and it just meant that him and his son just couldn't afford to go, which was gutting for him because he was a lifelong Wolves fan, and he obviously wanted his young son to follow in his footsteps, but he said it was too dear. So there was, like you said, there was plenty of non-league teams who sort of said, oh, ooh, cross comes into the 6-yard box there from the left of Portsmouth, headed right at the keeper. You'll be disappointed there. He's not taking the lead for Portsmouth, whoever that was. Number 30, I can't see the name. Yeah, he got goal side of the defender. Could have been 1-0 there for Portsmouth. Probably should have been, really. Could have been, should have been, wasn't though. It remains 0-0, 37 minutes gone. Swansea have taken the lead against Watford on 36 minutes. Swansea 1, Watford 0. Goal scorer to follow. And Peterborough 3, Crystal Palace under 21s 1. Harley Mills on 80 minutes. It was, that goal has stood for Celtic, so it's Celtic 1, RB Leipzig 1. Nicholas Kuhn on 35 minutes getting Celtic back on level terms. Empire Maker says, I hate RB Leipzig. Is that because of the RB? He says, come on Celtic. Empire Maker says, figure Celtic. That's gone over my head. That's gone over my head. Have you had any fireworks tonight, mate? Or have you... it's always better now. They're so expensive. I just stick my head out of the window and see if anybody else is letting them off. Henry the Jack Russell likes chasing around the gardens and see if he can chase them off. There's been another goal. Cross comes in here from Plymouth into the box. It's cleared by Portsmouth. Only two. They can't get it clear. They only cleared it to Plymouth on the edge of the box. The ball came back into the penalty area and it's just been put past the keeper's left-hand post. It was Whittaker who tried to get the shot away. Then it was headed into the... Good chance there for Plymouth. They've kind of blown it. That goal has stood. I saw it come over on the animations. Sporting 1, Man City 1. Victor Gyökeres on 38 minutes getting the home team level. They've been having a little bit of a dodgy time, City, haven't they, lately? Not been playing overly well. And I'm pretty convinced Rodri's going to be more of a miss than people expect. Empire Maker says, I haven't. I'm on a business trip to Liverpool. You missed an equaliser in Lisbon. It's only just come through, mate, for City. Yeah, Victor Gyökeres on 38 minutes. I saw it, but Empire Maker says it is pronounced Gyökeres. It's phonetic, mate. It's pronounced Gyökeres. Tomato, tomato. It's a good job we're not doing a joint commentary on the Polish matches. We'd never agree. Empire Maker says, no Rodri, no winning. Do you know, I tend to agree. He's almost the glue, isn't he, that holds that midfield together and gets everything going. Argyle had a good chance then down the right-hand side, which they kind of blew, but they've got the ball back now into the penalty area. Cross comes in, cleared by Portsmouth. Not a good cross, but it kind of got stuck under his feet, so Portsmouth get it clear, and the ball's back in Plymouth's half. Pamek says, the G is silent, you ruffet. How do you know the G is silent? Because with the first name, the way Victor's pronounced, it should be a phonetic G. Gyökeres. Where's he from? He deserved to win the Ballon d'Or. Or by your reckoning, he deserved to win the Alan Orr. Oh, ranks, Empire Maker, Real Madrid 1, AC Milan 2. Morata on 39 minutes giving AC Milan the lead. He is from Sweden. Well, that's not a Swedish name, is it? That's not a Swedish name. I've never seen him on Ski Sunday. We're going to do a Ski Sunday, aren't we, as well, with the ski jumping. And we'll try and do some... I can't do slalom. That... Come on, I know football better than Renk, says Empire Maker. Peterborough 4. Crystal Palace under 21s 1. Abraham Odo on 87 minutes, sealing that one for Peterborough. He scored 2, I think, as well. No internet connection. What's going on there? We've also got as well. Oh, where's that gone? I had a... That's a free kick to Plymouth Argyle midway inside Portsmouth half. Right on half time, just 30 seconds to go, plus a bit of stoppage time, which I don't think there'll be much. I had a piece of paper, I've got to find it. Oh, and it's gone right over there. 1 second, apologies. The ball's in the back of the net. It's been given handball though. Liverpool 0, Leverkusen 1. Yeah, that's going to be ruled out. It'll be almost half time there at Anfield. It's currently showing Liverpool 0, Leverkusen 1, but that's going to be chalked off. Yeah, coming up to Christmas, I went for a spa night with Sean the other night. Bit of swimming, bit of a sauna. And he's got 3 businesses. So he's done us discount codes on each of them. So the Jalex Pet Products one we know all about. Use the promo code Jimmy James and you get a 5% discount off all online orders. That's fantastic. He's done us some for his other 2 as well. Empire Meg says, my wife just told me at my daughter's school there was a power outage because someone set off a firework at the place where they get their electricity from. Renk says Madrid is still going to win. I just want to make sure that that goal does get chalked off. Yeah, it has. It has. So it's still Liverpool 0, Bayer Leverkusen 0. Empire Meg says, Jimmy, shut up, I'm watching it. Which one are you watching, mate? The Liverpool game? Liverpool and Leverkusen. Yeah, that's definitely, it's been knocked off handball. 0-0, as we thought it would be. Yeah, so Rank still reckon Madrid's going to win. Well, they've got form for coming back, but they didn't have a good start to the build-up to the week, did they? Getting smashed on the weekend by Barcelona. Barcelona, 4-0. And the other thing was, what's going on over here? Well, it's if you're a Celtic fan, assuming VAR don't get involved, right on half-time. It's half-time, by the way, at Home Park. Plymouth 0, Portsmouth 0. It is Celtic 2, RB Leipzig 1. That's after RB Leipzig took the lead in that game. So the Scottish champions have come back. And it looks like they'll be going in at half-time with a 2-1 lead. That'll please Empire Maker. Not a fan of RB Leipzig, I think because of the RB bit. Empire Maker says, Liverpool beat Bayer Leverkusen. It is on Prime Video. Well, it should. It should be... you'll be in front of me then, surely. Because by the time I watch it on here, which is on Flashcore, then you wait for the details coming through on Gillette. And that's slightly behind as well because it's on Sky Go, because I'm watching over there the Plymouth and Portsmouth match. It was Nicholas Kuhn again, 45 minutes plus 1 minute into injury time, or added on time. So you should be in front of me, surely. And while we're almost on half-time everywhere now. So while we are there, I'll give you all these discount codes. They're all in the description as well of this video. So we've got jalexpetproducts.co.uk. Use the promo code Jimmy James. You get a 5% discount off all online orders. We've got heavenlypleasures.co.uk. use the promo code JimmyJames7, and that's for a 7% discount. Heavenly Pleasures, they do all lingerie for women and marital aids, all that sort of stuff. And removepest.co.uk, use the promo code JimmyJames10 and get a whopping 10% discount off that. That's on things like mouse traps, baits, there's bait boxes if you've got problems with rodents in your garden. This time of year, everything's trying to get in your house, isn't it? So if you've got a problem, get over there. And if you've got a problem that you're not sure how to deal with, phone Remove Pests Up or email Sean and he'll give you advice on what you need or what you should do. Because he is a pest controller as well. He's like Mr. Ben, he has that many businesses and that many hats he wears. But he's a top bloke, so he will help you out as well. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button for Catch It Live first. Ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be fantastic. Empire Maker says, Jimmy, I'm watching it on my computer on the hotel Wi-Fi. Rank says, so my whole parlay is right besides Madrid. Might cash if they are 2-2. Well, you know what I'm going to say to you now about a team winning at half-time. Empire Maker says, well, AC Milan will score one more. Blimey. I had a bit of a laugh to myself when Frankie James said 3-0 AC Milan. I couldn't see AC Milan scoring 3, and I certainly couldn't see Real Madrid not scoring. I'm just watching that goal in the disallowed goal for offside in the first minute for Portsmouth. He was offside. But it was more by luck than Plymouth trying to play him offside, that is for sure. Yeah. If you do the stats, a team that is winning at half time will only lose 1 in 17 games. And the other thing is, Real Madrid got out of jail last time, didn't they, against Dortmund? They were losing at half time. Came back to give them a bit of a battering, but it doesn't. So is that the 1 in 17? So it could well be, mate. It could well be a 2-2 draw. Could end up being a 3-3 draw, but will AC Milan lose now? Don't know. It's a tricky one, that, because you know what the Italians are like as well. Once they get a lead, they're the masters, aren't they, of killing time and killing the game off. It is full-time Peterborough 4, Crystal Palace under-21s 1. It's also full-time Cheltenham 1, Reading 0. And Northampton 3, Leicester under-21s 0. That's a full-time too. I also had a message before as well. Thank you to everyone who's given us a thumbs up on that. Appreciate it. It is, for some reason, YouTube love thumbs up. Rank sent me a message. What was he showing me? He was, this is what he told me. Oh, Ranks, if you're there, I'm just going to read out that message you've just sent me. He, this is off Ranks's. So one of our regulars in live chat, Ranks, got a letter off his dentist today and said, "Sir, you only contact our practice if you require urgent care, always with an undertone of dissatisfaction. Also, you consult various other practices. You promise to provide photos of Mond Latum. They are still not there. As manager of this practice, I therefore make the logical and, above all, final decision. Please choose a practice where you will receive much better care and where you can continue with your far-reaching demands for rapid treatments without the slightest doubt." That won't work anymore here because that's not how it works. You should no longer call for appointments. They will be refused to you. And Renk says what he's saying isn't even true. Well, if that's the guy I thought dental care in the UK was bad, mate, if that's what he's saying to you, I definitely wouldn't go back, because if that's how he treats patients over letter, I wouldn't want him having anything to do with my mouth or my teeth. So, get over to Poland, mate. Go and see Dr. Bartosz Gill. He's, funnily enough, I've just sent him a message yesterday to book me and Frankie James in December. Go and get a dental checkup and that. I've got a little piece, I can just feel it on my bottom tooth there. I just feel like I've chipped a little bit off or something. You know when you rub your tongue over it, I can feel it like just a little bit rough. So I get that sorted and spend 5 days there doing the Christmas markets and what have you. It'll be a nice little break. I think on this weekend coming, I think we're going to get our Christmas tree up. As soon as Bonfire Night's gone, we get the Christmas tree up. We learnt that a few years ago. Oh, people say, oh, it's too early and what have you, but the kids love it and that. And we always had, we've had a few kids that have passed away, so we always said, why wait until the very last minute to put your Christmas tree up? Get it up as early as you can, enjoy Christmas. You never know. You never know what the future holds, do you? So that's what we do. So this weekend, hopefully, we'll get the Christmas tree up. Renk says, let's go together. No problem, mate. Not a problem. Empire Maker says, what's your local airport? My local airport would be Exeter. I'm smack bang between Exeter and Plymouth. And there used to be an airport at Plymouth, but that closed down. So it is Exeter. And they're getting more and more flights there as well. But mainly when I fly, we go from... We've just booked a cruise, actually, for next March, and that's flying from Exeter. But when I go to Poland, it's almost exclusively from Bristol. Well, that's all right. It's not a bad run to Bristol. Empire Maker says, Renks, what about you? Yeah, oh, mate, Renks isn't a fan of flying. He's in Belgium, and I think he would rather drag his balls over broken glass all the way to Poland and jump on an aeroplane. But it's, I don't know, I'm sure I've told you this before though, if you can time it right, you can fly to and back from the UK to Poland, to Krakow, for about, it's about 60 quid or something like that. Rank says he's at Brussels Airport. And he says, yep. What's that? Yep, you'd rather drag your balls over broken glass all the way to Poland instead of flying. There has been a goal in the championship. It is now Oxford United 1, Hull 0. Just looking at this ball. Long crossfield ball from right to left, then first time into the box. There was a Hull player who missed it actually, and he did his teammate a favour because he was on the edge of the 6-yard box, took a touch and side-footed it in. Can't tell you who it was who scored yet, but that'll come up in a minute. We'll go through the Champions League scores as well in a moment. All half-time there. It was a vest on 55 minutes, putting Oxford in the lead. Oxford United 1, Hull 0. Rank said, if I was meant to fly, I would be a bird. This is true. Oh, that's just showing the goals that have gone in. It's still Sheffield Wednesday 2, Norwich 0. Empire Maker says, Jimmy, when are you going? Mate, I fly out on the 10th of December. It's an early flight as well. It's an early flight on the 10th of December and flying back on the, I'm going to say 15th. I'm going to say 15th of December. The only thing with the dentist, they don't work on the weekends. So, but they do work late. So I think it's from 9 in the morning till 8 at night or something like that. You can go. But I've been having treatment by Bart for sort of 9 o'clock at night. Because obviously he knows once you fly over there, he tries to do your treatment as you know why you're there. Renk says, tell Lydia about your new promo code you got. Just before we kick off in the second half, the players are coming back out. I'll do all 3 of them for your Renks. So we've got jalexpetproducts.co.uk. Use the promo code Jimmy James and get a 5% discount off all online orders. We've then got heavenlypleasures.co.uk. Use the promo code Jimmy James 7 and get a 7% discount off all online orders. They do your laundry, your marital aids. It's coming up to that time of year, Christmas, everybody needs a gift. And we can get a 7% discount off. Why not go for it? Have a bit of fun in your life. I almost said the old joke there. I can't wait to rip Frankie James's bra and pants off. They're absolutely killing me. Whee! And lastly, we've got removepest.co.uk. Use the promo code JimmyJames10 and you get a 10% discount off all online orders at checkout. That's just for things like if you need mouse traps, bait boxes, if you've got animals there and you don't want your pets getting the little snouts in traps, you can use bait boxes. And they also do humane traps as well. But any problems you've got with rodents, whether it's in your house, in your garden, then get over to Remove Pests. If you need to, give Sean a call. He'll tell you what you need, because he is a pest controller himself as well. Empire Maker says, I need to go now. Bye. Mate, hope you enjoyed your pizzas. Pass on my regards to your missus and your daughter. Hope you enjoy the rest of your bonfire night. Hope your daughter's school gets the power back on. And we'll see you soon, mate. You take care. Thanks for joining us. Lydia Sins says, that's Renks' Christmas present sorted. Has he got rodents, or are we talking about heavenlypleasures.co.uk? If he needs to go on an aeroplane to Poland, he might need a butt plug. That could you might need, or a cork if he's got to fly. I know he's not a fan of it, so like I said, I'm sure he'd rather drag his balls over broken glass all the way to Krakow from Belgium than take an aeroplane. But here's a question for you, Renks. If you were in agony, right, with toothache, cross comes in there from Portsmouth. It was an awful cross, but it just had Grimshaw scrambling back for a second. Then it went over the crossbar though, landed on the roof of the net. Yeah, here you are, Renks. If you were in absolute agony, we've had a goal. Yeah, if you were in absolute agony with your tooth, would you then fly to go and get the treatment if it got it sorted out, or would your fear of flying just absolutely no? I'm not doing it. I'd sooner take my own tooth out with a pair of pliers. Is this goal gonna stand? We will soon find out. It looks like it is. Right after half-time, Manchester City asleep. Sporting 2, Manchester City 1. Unless VAR are going to intervene again, which you never quite can tell. It is still showing, though, as that goal is standing. Renk says, I would just go to another dentist in Belgium. You're going to get blacklisted, mate. You're going to get... Once that letter does the round. So, corner comes in from the left there for Pompey. Cleared by Plymouth. So, you're the dentist. Was he trying to say that you only go when you want treatment instead of going for, like... You know, instead of going for, like, say, a 6-month inspection or whatever. Because I don't go for a 6-monthly inspection unless I'm going... Chance here for Portsmouth. Edge of the box. Shot comes in straight at the keeper. I don't know how Portsmouth haven't scored, you know, in this game so far. But they haven't. It's still 0-0. And that goal has stood for Sporting. Maximiliano Araujo on 46 minutes, giving Sporting the lead after City took a 1-0 lead there early on through Phil Foden. Renk says, I go every week because I keep having problems. Is this from your sporting injury, mate? Do you know, when that seems that's a really shitty letter to send out anyway. It's not very professional either. They should at least try and offer you, if that's what they think's happening in their mind, then why not say, you know, pay into a monthly plan, or we can sort something out, but we need to do this, rather than just saying you expect too much, you don't come and see us enough, or... Mate, Sporting have scored again against Man City. Sporting 3, Man City 1. They've scored a couple of goals in a couple of minutes here. Unless it's going to get disallowed. City are going to be up against it. They're having a bit of a shocking time at the minute. Serves them right for taking the mickey out of the red side of Manchester. Ranks, if you had to drive from where you are over to Krakow, how many hours would it take you? That goal is going to stand. That goal is going to stand. Who scored it? It was that man again. Oh, it's a shame Empire Maker's not here. Victor Gyökeres on 49 minutes with a penalty. Or as Victor Gyökeres. Empire Maker says it's a silent G. So yeah, up against it, Man City now. Renk says, the reason I asked for another appointment is because I went for the 6 monthly, and I told them I had a hole in my tooth, but he didn't check it very well and just said everything is good. When I came home, the hole started to hurt, so I knew it was something that had to be fixed, so I texted them, and then I got this reply. Yeah, that's unprofessional, mate. That is poor, isn't it? Do you know, I know what you mean as well. I mean, my dental care now, alright, I've got to travel to get it, but it's absolutely fantastic. But I've had it in the past where you go to the dentist, they find a bit of a filling, and it's almost like they want to make themselves work, and they try and rip your filling out. Oh, that's a bit loose. And it's like, well, it wasn't before I came and seen you. And then you get home, and you start thinking, oh, I'm getting a bit of pain there now. And it's like, not until they start putting that spike in your tooth and fiddling with your teeth. I'm sure they cause more problems sometimes just to make it work. Hopefully you can get it sorted though. But yeah, how long would it take you to drive from your place to Poland? I would guess 8 hours, 10 hours. Also, from Belgium, can you get a train direct to Poland? I never thought about that from your point of view, actually. Yeah, to Krakow. Shot comes in there, blimey, from about 25 yards out. Shot on the volley from Portsmouth. Dipped, not quick enough though. Just shot over the keeper's bar. Had Grimshaw scrambling there for Plymouth. Once again, how Portsmouth haven't... if that was low enough, the keeper wasn't saving that, because it was slightly to his right-hand side. The Plymouth fans are doing their best to get the team up for this, but it's not happening. The only team who look like they're going to score is Portsmouth. 15-hour drive. And again, oh my word, Portsmouth in the penalty area. A shot come cross from the right-hand side, went across the keeper. Murphy at the back post slid in and was literally a toenail away from giving Portsmouth the lead. Was he offside? No, he wasn't, because he's behind the ball. He was a foot away from giving the away side the lead there. Blimey. Wayne Rooney can't be happy with what he's seeing here. Maybe he needs to make a change or two. Yeah, 15-hour drive. Yeah, I know, because from the UK, my friend Sean, his wife is from Slovakia, so he's driven over to Slovakia a couple of times, and I think it takes me about a day's drive, you know, with a few stops and what have you. Which, when you think about it, is crazy. When you can fly to Poland from the UK and return for 60 quid. Blimey. What's that, about 75 euros or something like that? What it would cost in fuel, and not to mention time. It is such a good deal. Rank says, round trip with Lydia. Plymouth have got a chance here. Oh my word! Almost from the penalty spot. What a save from Portsmouth's keeper. It was placed and side-footed. I thought the net was going to bulge, and Portsmouth's keeper threw himself to his left-hand side, got a strong hand to it, and he's put it behind for... It was just teed up beautifully. What a good save. And he manages to get it behind for a corner as well, so out of the danger zone. He had a player in front of him and somebody else ran across him as well. And it's almost like he anticipated where the ball was going to go. Superb save. Corner comes in from the right-hand side. Comes to nothing though. Yeah, Ranks, if you were to go on the train, what sort of is it cost prohibitive, or is it pretty decent cost wise and time wise? Because realistically, when I go from the UK over to Poland, it's about a 2-hour, 15-minute flight. Another corner comes in from the right-hand side for Plymouth. It's put behind by Portsmouth, so it'll be another corner from this right-hand side. Train is €300 and 18 hours, and you have to switch 5 times. No straight trains. That's a bit of a ball ache, mate, isn't it? That corner comes in. It's cleared by Portsmouth, and then it comes to nothing. It's a goal kick to Portsmouth. And things have just got even worse for Stockport. It's now Stockport 0, Wycombe 4. Fred Odiaminma on 70 minutes. Wycombe are having a great evening at Stockport. Easy goal, chipped into the right-hand side, headed in from 6 yards out. Stockport defenders didn't even get a challenge in. He is going to make a change now, Wayne Rooney. So I'm not sure who's going to come off, but there's certainly movement on the bench. Yeah, it would be. Is your fear of flying one where you just wouldn't contemplate getting on a plane to Cracker, or is it like something that you don't really like but you'd do if you had to? There has been a goal in the Championship. It is now QPR 1, Middlesbrough 2. So QPR there, giving themselves a possible lifeline. Still trailing by 2-1, but 70 minutes gone. Enough time to come back there. It's currently Swansea 1, Watford 0. Still Oxford United 1, Hull City 0. And it is still Sheffield Wednesday 2, Norwich 0. If you ever do go to Poland, mate, and you need someone to pick you up from the airport, give me a shout and I'll get my friend Adam. He's a taxi driver and he does the day trips and that, but he'll pick you up from the airport, take you to your hotel, wherever that is, and it costs about 20 euros or something like 20 euros, something like that. You can go straight across the road and get a train, and then by the time I get off a plane, I can't be bothered with that. I just like walking outside, meeting Adam, shaking his hand, and he loads me cases and takes me to my hotel. Perfect. Renk says, no, it is the fear of not being able to leave whenever I want. What do you mean when you're actually in the plane itself? Maybe just get a few brandies down you beforehand, and see if that helps with your nerves. Or get hypnotised. Free kick shot comes in there from Portsmouth, straight into the wall. It's scramble on the edge of the box. Portsmouth there, get a snapshot away, but pulled it wide of Grimshaw's goal in the Plymouth goal. Right, mate. Yeah, it sucked, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe try getting hypnotised, or I'm not a massive fan of flying myself. I don't mind it, but it's not the best. It's not the best form of transport for me. I've got to say as well, I love going on buses and trains and that, but the problem with a bus or a coach always happened, I don't know why, I always get blood flow to the nether regions. So you got to have a good adjust before you stand up if you're unfortunate, before you get off at your stop. Otherwise you end up walking off the bus with a triangle in your trousers. Brent says maybe I have to join the Mile High Club. Well, that's a good way to, yeah, because your flight from Belgium to Krakow would only be about an hour and a half, wouldn't it, or something like that. I'm pretty sure if you and Lydia were to fly over to Krakow, that'd be more than enough time, mate, wouldn't it? There's loads of stuff going through my head now, but there could be children watching, so I'm going to keep it. I'll keep it in here and not out of here. Oh, he's offside. Plymouth are in here, 1-on-1 with the keeper. It's going to get pulled back for offside. The ball's in the back of the net. The fans are going wild, but I can tell you, Morgan Whittaker's gone over to the corner flag. Don't celebrate, mate. You ran too soon. You ran too soon. Plymouth, Portsmouth getting sloppy at the back. And he tried to hold his run as well. But the Portsmouth fullback stepped up and left him a yard offside. Simple decision there for the assistant on this near side. Good finish from Whittaker. He's heading over to the corner flag. Deep down he knew, I think. Frank says, yeah, I think you were right about the 1 in 17. Yeah, that's what the odds are, mate. However, there's been a few goals going in. Blimey. Bristol City 1, Sheffield United 0, 76 minutes gone. That was Mehmeti on 75 minutes with a penalty for Bristol City. But there's been another goal for Wickham against Stockport. It's now 5-0. 0-5, sorry. Stockport 0, Wickham 5. That's not a good result, that, for Stockport, and they've not had anybody sent off, so the evening started off badly for them, and it's not getting any better. Aaron Morley it was on 77 minutes, getting 5 up for Wickham. There's an equaliser over in France. It is now Lille 1, Juventus 1. Vlahovic on 16 minutes with a penalty, getting the equaliser for Juventus. And at Anfield, Luis Diaz on 61 minutes makes it Liverpool 1, Bayer Leverkusen 0. And it looks like this one is going to stand. Still 0-0 at Home Park. I don't know how. Portsmouth on the attack here now. Edge of the penalty area down the right-hand side. Dispossessed though. Keeper comes out. Keeper comes out. Dives on the ball, and then the Portsmouth player slid into him. Keeper didn't make anything of it though. Referee gives him a yellow card. Just needs to keep a lid on this, the referee, because this is... although it's not strictly a derby, they call it a dockyard derby for obvious reasons. You've got Devonport down in Plymouth. Yeah, he actually pulled out of it as well. And in fairness to the Plymouth keeper, he didn't make anything of it, Grimshaw. And we're back underway. It's almost 67 minutes gone, still 0-0. Yeah, how Portsmouth haven't scored tonight, I don't know. But also, Plymouth had a great chance, and it was a great save by. There's something going on up here. Ooh, my finger will disappear. There's something going on up there. Who's that? Who is that? They scored again. I think it's going to be ruled out by VAR. Liverpool have scored again. I'm not sure. We're going to have to wait for what VAR say on this one, because it is tight. But it would have been a couple of goals in a couple of minutes. Lovely ball in there by Portsmouth, down that left-hand side, across that corridor of uncertainty. Keeper can't go for it, defender can't go for it. Unfortunately for Plymouth, a Portsmouth player can't get to it either. Oh dear, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. It was a beautiful cross, that. The kind of cross that somebody like Alan Shearer or Ian Rush or John Aldridge, they would have loved something like that. That goal is showing, you know, as... as Liverpool 2, Bayer Leverkusen 1. I think it was a header, was it by Cody Gakpo? But VAR is still checking it. It's tighter than I thought, actually. Goal. It is going to stand. That is going to stand. Renk says, Jimmy, do I bark sometimes? Gray's Gray, Andre Gray is coming off for Plymouth Argyle, and Michael Obafemi is coming on. So Wayne Rooney is making the changes now. Do you bark sometimes, Jimmy? As in woof woof? Woof woof? Better not do that, someone will clip it. Yeah, it was Cody Gakpo, 65 minutes, Liverpool 2, Bayer Leverkusen 0. It's either lost in translation, Renks, I'm missing something, or it's a spelling mistake. Do you bark sometimes? You know how I mean. I don't, mate. I don't. If it's some young speak, I'm pushing towards 60 now. I know LOL. You only live once, YOLO, and but do you bark sometimes? No, you'll have to say it in plain English, mate. It's not young speak. Do you bark? I don't know what you mean, mate. You'll have to tell me in a different way. Bark as in a dog. That's the only thing I can think of. With me glasses, without me glasses on at first reading that, I thought it said, "Do you bank?" Bark like a dog. Only on Sundays, mate, and that's when I've been to church. Woof woof, yeah. When I've been to church, mate. Definitely couldn't do before I went to church. It wouldn't be right, would it? Catch it back. Of course I do. That reminds me. heavenlypleasures.co.uk. Use the promo code JimmyJames7 and get a 7% discount off all online orders. Christmas is coming. Man City have just missed a penalty against Sporting, I believe. It remains Sporting 3, Manchester City 1. Big game on Sunday coming up. Chelsea and Arsenal, 4 o'clock, so that'll be a 4:30 kickoff. Plymouth in down the right-hand side of the penalty area with Whittaker. Tries getting a shot away, blocked straight away, and then he makes a foul, relieves all the pressure for Portsmouth. Man City are not having a good night, that is for sure. And I've got to give a quick shout out to my youngest grandson, Adam. He's going to be 2 years old this week. What day would it be on? We're on Tuesday. I think it's Friday. Happy 2nd birthday, Adam. Grandad, I've sent you a big present which should be arriving just in time for your birthday. So you'll be getting a big box at your door. Off Grandad Jimmy and Nanny Frankie. Hope you have a great day. Rank says, Man City is Man United. 2-0 now. Nice. Happy birthday, says Ranks. Cheers, mate. He's a little cutie, he is. I don't see him that much. Or I don't see any of my grandchildren that much because they're just they're like 270 miles away. They're living up in Manchester and I'm down in the southwest of England. But we'll have to give him a WhatsApp on Friday. I think it's on Friday. I'm not sure of the date. It's 5th today, isn't it? But yeah, he's a little cutie. Although he's getting naughty now, he's 2-year-old, I believe. He'll grow out of it. He'll grow up to be a little angel, no doubt, like his granddad. Can't believe it. My eldest granddaughter. Here's a story for you. When I was a youngster, and I used to go to a school in up in Bolton, my secondary school, and now my granddaughter, she's 13. She's at the same secondary school. I'm pretty sure none of the same teachers are with her, that's for sure. About half of them's not alive now. Blimey, that's a long time ago. Just shows how time moves on, though. Let's get updated instead of getting nostalgic. Yep, still Sporting 3, Man City 1. City missed a penalty as well. Earlier kickoffs tonight in the Champions League. These were full times. PSV 4, Girona 0. Girona having a player sent off. Slovan Bratislava 1, Dinamo Zagreb 4. And it's all gone quiet on the goal front. And just as I say that, Sheffield United get a late equaliser against Bristol City. It's now Bristol City 1, Sheffield United 1. I'll get you the goal scorer. It was a punt from the right-hand side. Oh, what has the keeper done there? Oh, the ball's gone out, so I don't know if this goal's going to stand or not. It was an awful punch from the keeper. It went out for a corner. The corner came in. There's a melee in the 6-yard box. For Sheffield United, I can't see who it is, just rose above everybody and got good power on it because there was no pace on the ball. Generated all the power himself and put it to the keeper's right. Bristol City 1, Sheffield United 1. And they only got the corner from an awful punch by... The keeper came out for Bristol City to punch it, and he punched it back over his own head. He was lucky to escape that. It was Ryan 1, 86 minutes. And there's also been another goal now. QPR 1, Middlesbrough 3. 88 minutes gone there, so it looks like Middlesbrough's wrapped the points up there. We're showing a goal in this. I think it's a Celtic match. It's still showing us... It's showing us Celtic 2, RB Leipzig 1. They're showing it as 3-1 now, but I've got a feeling this might be ruled out by VAR. No, it's not. It's going to... I think it is going to count. Error by the keeper. That's going to be a goal. It will be Celtic 3, RB Leipzig 1. Good night if you're a Celtic fan. As in, it's been a good night. Not as in good night. You've been seen off by the Germans. Leipzig did take the lead in that game. But Celtic have roared back. And it was Rio Hatate on 72 minutes. Pretty much going to wrap that one up for Celtic. And it was Latte Lath in 87 minutes who gave Middlesbrough that 3-1 lead. There's a yellow card there at Home Park for... Can't tell you who. We'll find out in 1 second. Oh, it was, yeah, pulling his shirt back. It was Potts. He's gone into the book there for dragging the Plymouth player back. But rather than launch it forward, Plymouth take it short, and they're just playing it about on the halfway line. We're going to go all the way back to Grimshaw. He launches it long. right there for Plymouth. Took far too long. He was trying to line a shot up, I think, but there was a Portsmouth player came back and dispossessed him. You're not going to get that amount of time at this level of football. This is one of them games, if it is 0-0, it's like, oh, if you watch it back, it's like, how is it 0-0? Both teams have had some real good chances. Portsmouth have had by far the best chances, and by far the greater number as well. But Plymouth did have that one lovely chance that the keeper made a fantastic save diving to his left-hand side. And it is Portsmouth on the attack down this left-hand side. Plenty of room there to get a cross in. Cross does come in. Back post. Can't get a clean header on it though. And there's a little bit of... just a little bit of tetchiness coming into the match, as you would expect in the Dockyard derby. No love lost between these two sides at all. So it's Lang for Portsmouth. I couldn't see who it was for Plymouth. Referee keeps his cards in his pocket though. Just the two players having a bit of chest to chest. And referee just says, calm it down, boys. That's all he needed. Keep getting as well. Over from on my Facebook page. If you haven't joined me on Facebook, by the way, just check out Jimmy James. You'll see it's me. Send me a friend request, and I'm more than happy to add you as a friend there. But I keep getting spammed off all these ladies from around the world, and believe it or not, you won't believe. You'll never guess who wanted to be friends with me on Facebook. It was. Let me just. Get me stream marker there. You'll never guess who wanted to be friends with me on Facebook. I can't believe it. Can't believe me luck. In one evening, I had Kaylee Kuoku off The Big Bang Theory. I had Emma Watson. I had Rihanna. And I can't remember who the other one was. I thought, I can't believe me luck. And when they sent me a message saying, hey, gorgeous, I thought, me luck's in here. Where do I send me money? Sign me up. You'd think they'd give it a rest, wouldn't you? I'm going to start spamming them with short videos that I've done or something. They'll wish they'd never tried scamming me. But we are showing it. Is that a penalty? VAR penalty. Who's that penalty for? There is a penalty. Oh my word. There's a goal for Plymouth Argyle. Wayne Rooney's celebrating. I missed this because it is Real Madrid 1, AC Milan 3. Reinders on 73 minutes, so I missed this goal. But Plymouth have taken the lead. Don't really deserve it, if I'm honest, but the Plymouth fans don't care. They are just celebrating like you wouldn't believe. So, wait a minute. It was just a long ball pumped forward. And it was Obafemi. He just uses his strength in the right-hand side of the penalty area there. Brushes off the Portsmouth defender. Takes it on his right foot. One touch towards the 6-yard area and puts it to the keeper's right-hand side. Make that 1-0 Plymouth. He was just too strong for Potts there. And there's also been another goal. There's also been another goal Sporting against Man City. It's now Sporting 4, Man City 1. Wayne Rooney's blood pressure's just gone up a little bit there because his face as that goal goes in. It must be a relief though. Yep, there's the confirmation. Full-time result, by the way. Stockport 0, Wickham 5. A night to forget there. A night to forget. If you're a Stockport County fan, if you're a Wickham fan, that'll be a nice journey home for you, won't it? And it is. Gyökeres a hat-trick, or Gyökeres. 80th minute penalty, making it Sporting 4, Man City 1. And like I said, he has got a hat-trick. It's still Celtic 3, by the way. RB Leipzig 1. Leipzig took the lead in that match, but Celtic have roared back. And really, if you're a Portsmouth supporter, if you don't get anything from this game against Plymouth, you'll be wondering how on earth you've gone away with no points, because there's been multiple chances. Full time, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Norwich 0. And Rob Dickey for Bristol City. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. He's been sent off. 5 minutes into added on time there. Rob Dickey's been a Dickey. You can't even say he's going for an early bath, can you? When you're into 5 minutes of added on time. All he's done is got himself a suspension coming up. Maybe he took one for the team. I've not seen the details of it. But they were winning 1-0, and then it was 1-1 with a poor bit of keeping, actually. It is currently Bristol City 1, Sheffield United 1. 7 minutes into added on time there now. And it's just got worse for QPR. 6 minutes into added on time there. It's now QPR 1, Middlesbrough 4. $85 minutes, 85.5 minutes gone at Home Park. It is Plymouth 1, Portsmouth 0. Like I said, Portsmouth really unlucky to be losing in this game. But it is a cruel game, football. We're just watching Dickey get sent off here. He tried to go around. Well, he was a little bit unlucky there. He tried to go around the... I can't see which player it was for Sheffield United. He got dispossessed and then just pulled the shirt back. Well, pulled his arm, actually. And there was enough players around him. Well, the referee went, yellow, that's a red card, sorry. Oh, and it's just got worse for Bristol City now, because Sheffield United had took the lead 8 minutes into added on time. We're also showing a goal up at the top there. Yeah, 8 minutes into added on time. Bristol City 1. Sheffield United 2. That's going to sting, that. After they were winning 1-0, Bristol City. Liverpool 3. Bayer Leverkusen 0. Goal scorer to follow in a moment. Hopefully VAR do not intervene if you're a Liverpool fan. 84 minutes on the clock there. So if you're a Bayer Leverkusen fan, don't really matter anyway, does it? That's a done deal. You're not coming back from that against Liverpool. Luis Diaz it was, 83 minutes. That's a brace for him now tonight. Oh, my throat's dry. I haven't had a drink for ages. Just watching this goal now for Sheffield United against Bristol City. Into the box. Keeper couldn't do anything there. And they're just all on the floor now. The Bristol City players look devastated. Sheffield United players are trying to get into the stand, over the seats. Blimey. In fact, they've gone over the seats. They're actually in the crowd there. I think if the referee was going to book anybody, he'd have to book about 5 or 6 players. Dortmund 1, Sturm Graz 0, 86 minutes. Goal scorer to follow. And is the comeback on? Real Madrid 2, AC Milan 3. Frankie's just come in and sat beside me. You know when you said earlier on, Real Madrid 0, AC Milan 3, I was thinking,
Ugly.
You're off your nut, Wonka. And when I told Renks, he was laughing. He was like, no way, and that. It's currently 3-1. So it wouldn't have been right, but 3-1 AC Milan. But Real Madrid have just scored. Unless So it's currently 3-2. So unless VAR are going to intervene. It was Harrison Burrows, by the way, giving Sheffield United the lead. 8 minutes into added on time there. So if you're at Ashton Gate supporting Bristol City, that is now a final result as well, by the way. Bristol City 1, Sheffield United 2. And it was Daniel Mallon on 85 minutes, giving Borussia Dortmund the lead. It's Borussia Dortmund 1, Sturm Graz 0. And it was Antonio Rudiger on 81 minutes, possibly giving Real Madrid a lifeline there. Real Madrid 2, AC Milan 3. Renk says Real Madrid need to come back. What's showing there now for Real Madrid? Oh, hang on, the goal's under review, mate, for Real Madrid. The goal is under review. This is where VAR, sometimes it makes it a little bit more exciting, but you can never really celebrate a goal, can you, when there's VAR involved, unless it's nailed on. It's still showing as a goal, still being reviewed. 4 minutes of added on time at home park, still Plymouth 1, Portsmouth 0. Wayne Rooney takes a sip of water. Wonder if he's got a little bit of vodka in that. I doubt it, because he just spit some of it out. No goal, says Renks. It's been VAR offside, it's been ruled out. It's been ruled out. Although, mate, 84 minutes gone, so there's probably 6 minutes plus. I'm guessing there's going to be 6-7 minutes of added on time there. Rank says, no, I'm looking on the betting site. Yeah, I can see it on TV, mate. It's not, it's off, it is offside. There's going to be some added on time there. Bologna 0, Monaco 1, 87 minutes. Goal scorer to follow. Rank says, always same shit, mate. I'm pissed. Pissed as in alcohol or fed up. You know, our language, maybe that's why you were asking me to a bark. Told you, only on Sundays before, after church, never before. There's another goal there as well. No, there's not. It's just one being confirmation of the score correction ruled out. Not to worry, mate. Oh, I'll show Frankie James your letter after that you got from the dentist.
What?
No, from Ranks, from the dentist he sees in Belgium.
Ah.
He's been upsetting. Mate, never upset your dentist or your chef. Although it sounds like it's the dentist who's got the problem, mate, not you. I'll just send that over to Frankie James so she can read it. 1 second. Where do I copy? Copy. Right. Where's Frankie James?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you're there, but I'm on about on here. Right, hang on. I've just sent you a copy of I've just sent you a copy of what Rank sent. That's what the letter he got off his dentist.
Funky job is lit.
So 4 minutes of added on time. There's 55 seconds to go. Rank says, I bark every day for Mommy Lydia. Rank says, his young lady from Nottingham.
Yeah.
She's been in chat tonight. She sounds lovely. She sounds far too good for Ranks. She never did, tell us what her game of choice was on the PC or the Xbox or whatever. What's the... is it... that goal has stood. It's Bologna 0, Monaco 1. Kara on 86 minutes, giving Monaco the lead. Yeah, you never did say whether it was, what was it, Dungeons and Dragons, or are you more shoot 'em up? We've now... This is probably going to be the last kick of the game. A free kick from Plymouth, knocked into that right-hand channel. Right, not really bothered about keeping it in. It's gone out for a goal kick to Portsmouth. We're now half a minute into added on time. And the referee, there we go, the referee's blown his whistle. Plymouth 1, Portsmouth 0. Plymouth, from what I've seen tonight, you've stole a victory, but that's the way it goes. Wayne Rooney's got a big smile on his face, but he'll know deep down that they were outplayed a little bit tonight, Plymouth. They certainly didn't have as many chances as Portsmouth, but Wayne Rooney making the change. We've got a goal up here. Bayer Leverkusen 0. Yeah, he'll know deep down, Wayne Rooney, tonight, that I think Portsmouth were the better team, and he's still going to have a hell of a job on trying to keep Plymouth up this year, but they're battling hard. He did the right thing bringing Obafemi on, because it worked. He got the winning goal after Rooney brought him on as a substitute. Lydia Sins says it's a Lara Croft Tomb Raider legend. Well, if that's your game, I hope you enjoy it. There's worse ways to spend an evening. And obviously, as you two have found out, it's a good way to meet somebody. Frankie James is at the side of me, my missus, and she just said, "Oh, lush." Lydia, though, did say, when I read out the promo codes, that she was going to buy Renks's Christmas present from there.
Which one?
I think she's hinting at a butt plug, a rampant rabbit, and what was it? Some edible underpants. I think she was talking about buying. I mean, nothing to do with me. I only read out the sites and the promo codes. It was Luis Diaz, 2 minutes into added on time for Liverpool. He's got a hat-trick tonight against Bayer Leverkusen. We'll do that, a quick shout-out. Quick shout-out, Jalix, petproducts.co.uk, promo code Jimmy James, get a 5% discount off all online orders. Heavenlypleasures.co.uk, promo code Jimmy James 7, get a 7% discount off all online orders. And removepests.co.uk, use the promo code Jimmy James 10 and get a 10% discount off any products you need for removing them little pesky mice. If you like Frankie James, who because we have chickens and that, we always get mice and rats and that in the gardens. It's but she doesn't like killing the mice and the rats, so you can get the humane ones.
Tuck me off because I let go in the garden.
Sure. Yeah, we catch them in the humane ones, and then she lets them go in the front garden, and it's like they're only going to come back. Rank says, "I think so, yeah." Lydia says, "A strap on." Rank says, "I'm not sure what that face is that's being pulled there. It looks like a party face to me." Party on. Well, do you know what? Ranks is frightened of flying, but he's on about joining the Mile High Club. But he's worked out that the flight from Belgium, so he would be Brussels Airport to Krakow, by the time they get in the air, to Poland, to the dentist. So Ranks worked out that the flight time would be about 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And he said that's more than enough time to join the Mile High Club, and he'd be able to have a hot drink. What can I say, mate? What can I say?
That letter's a bit harsh.
They always say premature ejaculation is a real problem. Never been a problem for me. It's just the other person that has the problem. What letter? Oh, did you read it?
Yeah.
From the dentist, yeah. Yeah, Frankie's just read your letter, mate, that you got from the dentist. Not good. Not a good letter, that. Rank says, ha, you got me laughing. That's what we're here for, mate. It's not just about the sport, it's about the banter in the live chat. But, yeah, it'll be a good time to get them presents in early. And like I said, if you get stuck with your pest control, instead of getting rent-a-killing or somebody who charge you a fortune, a lot of the time you can just do it yourself. You just need to know what you need. So if you get over to removepest.co.uk, everything you need's on there. And if you've got any doubt, send Sean an email or phone him up, and he'll be more than happy to talk you through it. Save the mice. Wait till they start chowing down through your copper pipes and that, and bursting your water pipes or your electrical cables. You wouldn't be saying save your mice then. 95 minutes gone up in Scotland. It's still Celtic 3, RB Leipzig 1. Full times coming in now from around Europe. We'll go through all the full times in a moment. And yeah, it's not been your night tonight, mate, Ranks, although it sounds like we've had a good night, mate. It's only money. As long as you've not done your brains in, then there's always the weekend to come. Right, let's get rid of this, and then we can go through all tonight's score before we call it a night. It has been a good stream tonight, and it's the live chat that's made it, I've got to say. Empire Maker, he had to go. He was telling me he ordered a pizza. A get-in pizza. I know he likes his Iceland pizzas, but he said they had none, so he wanted one, so he ordered one in. His daughter's school's been closed down. His missus was saying, because she's a teacher, isn't she? Wherever they get their power from, the electricity, due to fireworks. So I was wondering if someone's firebomb the electrical station or something, but there's no power. So Ranks says, I put my house on it, mate. It's too late. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You wouldn't be laughing about jokes about butt plugs and the Mile High Club if you'd done your house. Right, let's have a butchers and go through these final scores. So, English Championship, Bristol City 1, Sheffield United 2, Oxford United 1, Hull City 0, QPR 1, Middlesbrough 4, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Norwich 0, Plymouth 1, Portsmouth 0, Swansea 1, Watford 0. English League 1, Burton 0, Crawley 0, and Stockport County 0, Wycombe Wanderers 5. European Champions League, PSV 4, Girona 0, Slovan Bratislava 1, Dinamo Zagreb 4, Bologna 0, Monaco 1, Celtic 3, RB Leipzig 1, Dortmund 1, Sturm Graz 0, Lille 1, Juventus 1, Liverpool 4, Bayer Leverkusen 0, Sporting 4, Manchester City 1, and it's currently Real Madrid 1, AC Milan 3. That game's still being played, but we're 7 minutes into added on time there, so that's a bit of a done deal. Renk said, very clever of you. I know you too well now, my mate. And you would never admit to doing your brains in when your good lady's in the live chat. There's no man brave enough to do that. We have got some more English results to come in, which as soon as we find them. We've got England, National League North, Brackley Town 0, Warrington 0, Buxton 2, Scarborough 0, Darlington 1, Chester 0, Hereford 0, Oxford City 2, Kings Lynn 0, Farsley 2, Marine 3, Chorley 0, Peterborough Sports 3, Atherton 1, Radcliffe 2, Leamington 1, Rushall 1, Needham Market 1. And it has just finished, as you might have heard, Real Madrid 1, AC Milan 3. You said 3-0. Real Madrid 0, AC Milan 3, you said, on Super 6.
Are you sure I didn't say 1?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure. Renks can... Oh, she's trying to backtrack it on now and say, are you sure I didn't say... No, you didn't. I don't need. And the final one was Spennymoor 3, Scunthorpe 2. England National League South, Dorking 1, Maidstone 1. Eastbourne 4, Welling 1. Hornchurch 1, Hemel Hempstead 0. Salisbury 0, Torquay 1. Slough 3, Bath 0. St Albans 1, Chelmsford 1. Truro 1, Chippenham 1. Weston-super-Mare 1, Weymouth 1. And Worthing 2, Haverley 1. England EFL Cup. Aldershot 2, Brighton under-21s 3. Forest Green 0, Stoke City under-21s 4. Rochdale 4, Blackburn under-21s 1. Wealdstone 0, Fulham under-21s 2. Woking 5, Southampton under-21s 4. Actually, that was after penalties. It finished 4-4. Boston United 1, Sunderland under-21s 0. Maidenhead 4, Derby under-21s 3. Braintree 4, West Ham under-21s 2. Dagenham and Redbridge 2, West Brom under-21s 1. Tamworth 1, Newcastle United under-21s 1. Newcastle won 2-1 after penalties. English NPL Premier Division. Morpeth 3, Mickleover 0. Whitby 0, Gainsborough 2. England Southern League Premier Central. Lowestoft 0, Halesowen 5. England Southern League Premier South. Walton and 0, Taunton 1. And we've got the Easterman League Premier Division. Renk said, she said 0-3, I'm sure. Yes, she definitely did, mate. And he says, all right, mate, thanks for the fun tonight. I'm going to play some games with Lydia. I will talk to you another time. Good night, mate. Renks, it's been my pleasure. Have a great evening, mate. Don't worry about the loss. It's only pennies. And Lydia, lovely to meet you. Hope you two hit it off. Enjoy your gaming night. Don't forget, Heavenly Pleasures, 7% discount, Jimmy James 7. You could be having a different kind of gaming night coming up to Christmas. And on that note, there might be children listening, so although they shouldn't be at 10:05 nearly, 11:05 in the EU. Easterman League Premier Division, Billericay 1. Chatham 1. Cheshunt and Bowers and Pitsea, that was postponed. Why was that postponed? Event will be played on the 3rd of December at 8. That'll be a 7:45 kickoff. Chichester 1, Horsham FC 1. Cray Valley 2, Cray Wanderers 1. Folkestone 0, Dover 1. Hastings 2, White Hawk 0. Hendon 3, Dulwich Hamlet 0. Potters Bar 1, Dartford 1. Wingate and Finchley 2, Carshalton 1. And the EFL Trophy, Cambridge United 1, Chelsea under-21s 0. Cheltenham 1, Reading 0. Northampton 3, Leicester under-21s 0. Peterborough 4, Crystal Palace under-21s 1. Swindon 2, Tottenham under-21s 1. that's all she wrote for the results tonight. It has been my pleasure as always. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be fantastic. I'm Jimmy James, you've been watching Catch It Live First. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Renks, Empire Maker, Lydia, it's been my pleasure as always in live chat. We'll be back soon. Have a great evening.